see is looking in this direction, right? You can see this thing here is this over here, and then you see the top and bottom, the dashed lines indicate the holes. So now we've cut it, so now we want to draw a section through that cut area. Okay, so if we're cutting it, we can just follow the section line down and see where the cuts are. Okay, so right here, that's a cut, right? So I can just go across here, make sure your perpendicular snap is on, and it cuts through right there. Okay, and then if I grab this point here, then I'm just seeing wherever it cuts. Wherever it cuts, I can draw a line across. Okay, and then it cuts through this hole here. The hole's actually already there. I'll just try this. Maybe we can get rid of some things that we don't see. Okay, will I see this line here, and this line here, and this line here, and this line here? Okay, they don't exist. They don't have anything to do with our drawing now. Those lines I just highlighted, they're this line and this line, and the two dashed lines over there. Okay, so if we've sliced it like this, we no longer see that. Okay, see how visual is that? So I'm going to just delete those. Anything to the right of the section line we don't need, so I delete that. Okay, now I can go across. So right here is the hole. Now here's the hole. You see it cuts through that dashed line. So that dashed line, or this red line here. Yep.
Shouldn't you also get rid of the pink line?
Say it again?
Isn't it the pink line?
Yeah, you're right. The pink line is the center line through this hole. So we got rid of that too. Okay. So these lines right here, these are now going to be solid. They're red because they were dashed before. So I'll just select the two of these lines, and I'll put them on the solid. I'll put them on this. Do you still want to close the door?
So, excuse me, Professor, which font is this on Wiki?
This is this example 2.
Example.
Yeah. Oh, you have to pull that thing up.
No, like I thought we were in week 11.
What?
I thought we were in week 11.
No.
That's bullshit.
Do I have week 11 open?
I think so. You're generous, Professor. Just keep it.
Week 11. Get all those open? Okay, so now we have this. Now I'll just go a little further down. So we also cut through this line right here. And we cut through this line here. Okay. So do we see this line over here still? This bottom line that I just highlighted? We'll still see that, right? If we're looking in this direction, we still see this, so we still keep it. We still see the top of this circle as well. Okay, do we see these two lines here? Again, they're this line here, okay? That's the, that's this part over here, right? So we still see those. Okay, so let's continue then. So I'm just going to go trim. I'm going to type T, enter, so I can pick this line here and just trim these so they're the right length. And I'll just do the same thing. Go trim. If you type T and hit enter, then you can pick the line that you want to trim to and hit enter, and then you can just go through those and trim it in one shot. Okay. So, so this line. So now it's a little more difficult. So this line, when we see this line go all, this line here, where will that line stop now? Okay. The line that I selected is this face here and this face here. But now that we've cut it off, we don't see this part anymore. So we just see, Well, actually, we'll see a little teeny bit of it over here, and then it goes round, and then we see this top part will stop over here. Okay, so again, try to visualize it. So I just do this. So, okay, so let's figure out where that goes. Okay, so that line goes from here. We have that line there. Okay, so this line right here. So there's just a little piece of it right there. So I'm just going to trim. Take T in there. And this. Okay, so that line is there.
T enter means?
If you hit T enter, okay, say I have stars and lines. If I have lines, okay, if I have a line there, if I trim it, it's going to trim to this line, and then it's going to trim to that line. So if I want to trim it right to that line, right to a line, so I'll go trim. I'll take T, that T is for cutting edge, hit enter. And now it's saying what line do I want to trim to. So say I want to trim them all right down, all the way down there. I'll just pick that line and hit enter. That's now the trimming line. And now when I cut these, it trims right to that line. It's just, okay, so this right here, I'm going to trim this to here and to here. And now, you know, again, this is not an easy one, that's why I'm demonstrating this one for you. And then this goes to there. So it's tell me if you think it's right here. Okay, so as far as I can see, that looks okay, and there's actually let's see. So we section this, so that's this area here, and it comes to this web, which we're cutting through, goes down, we're cutting through the hole over here, then we come down, and we cut through the whole thing over here, and then what's over here? Not sure I did that right. And then cutting through this, so anywhere you actually cut through vertical, you have to hatch. So we'll just do hatches. So I'm just going to go to hatch, then we'll go to here. So you use this hatch. So you go to hatch, you pick the hatch you want, and then make sure it's on pick points, and then I can hatch the area and then hit enter. Okay, so I also want to hatch this anywhere where I've cut through, and now this is the part. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so this actually is going to go down.
Fill it.
Okay, and I think that will do. Okay, anybody see the
Do
issue?
you mind explaining why we're doing this?
Why? Because we're gonna, when you have something and you want to indicate what it looks like inside, you have to draw a section.
Cross section, okay.
So again, we're gonna be doing this with buildings next week, or
Uh-huh.
maybe the week after, I can't remember. So especially with the building, right, we always have to provide a section through the building to show the beams and stairs and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Can't just look at your side. Okay, so this is the idea of how to do a section. So, you know, you put something like this, you know, afterwards you can get rid of this thing. Well, I don't know, something over here when I was doing this. Okay. Okay, so that's the section. Okay, so let's, again, this was the most difficult one I have here. So let's go to a simple one. So look, go to the first one. So this one will give you a bit of practice. So draw the view first, the right side view, and then you'll draw the section. Okay, so you're gonna draw two things. You're gonna draw the view from the right side and then the section. Okay, and it works the same way when you're drawing the view. Okay, so let's start it off. So you draw a line down here. That's gonna be the bottom. The thickness of this thing here, you can see this area is 12 and the whole thing is 30. Okay, so I'll offset by 12. And then I'll offset by 30. Okay. Now I've got the two heights. Now I'm going to project down. Okay, so we're not doing a section yet, we're just doing a right side view. So that's one end, and that's the other end. Okay, and now over here, there's this thick part right here, so we can go across like this. And over here, we don't have the whole thick part, we just have it till there. Just make the full circle. And then I can, I'll just put this in the view, see. Okay, so start with that, and now try to finish it off. Okay, so again, you can always refer, and you have to refer to this drawing to get the heights. Okay, so right now we've drawn this side here and this side here.
Did you delete the offset 30?
Say again?
Did you delete the offset 30?
Give me the offsets?
No, did you delete the offset 30? You said offset 12 and offset 30.
Yeah.
Did you delete the lines of the offset 30? What is it now? I'm asking, what is the offset 30?
Where is the offset?
30.
I'm not sure what you're asking for. What?
We did two lines offset, 12
Yeah.
and 30.
Yeah.
Where is the offset 30 line?
Where did I get the information from?
No, where is the line itself?
This line here is the bottom, right? And then I've offset it by 12. Here's the 12 offset, and here's the 30 offset.
Thank you.
So now you just follow it around, okay? So I'm going to do it slowly. And this one here has a circle. I find the center of the circle. Oh, you had a hand up over there? So you all should be able to get this rather easily. It's just a side view. Okay, so this circle, or this radius here, is off the 12 millimeter line. So I just found that, I projected down to find the center line, and then I drew a circle to get this. This is the hole down the middle, so we can just make that dash line. Put that dash in there. Just want to leave that there so you can see where it came from. Okay, those are the holes I just drew. Put in the center lines as well. Yeah, I'll just trim these down. I'll go trim, I'll take T again, for cutting edge, pick this line here, enter, I can trim these, now you see it's just a hole. I'll do the same thing again, I'll take trim T, pick this line here, and now I can trim these all the way down to there. Yeah, got this. Okay, so draw this up, this is not unusual. Okay, so again, this is this part here, at this point here, the deeper thing, and then this on the end. You can draw just specifically look at this. Yeah, right there. Pick it, and then type 6. Right? Because right here it shows the hole is 12 diameter right there. Okay, and then the other side one is what? 30. That's 30. Yeah. From here. Yeah. See the dimensions from the bottom. So it's from there. Yeah. We'll do this. then finish, or nearly finished, we see this part over here, right? If we're looking at a side view, so we have to project that over as well. So this part here, we're going to cross here. And hit the perpendicular up. Going midpoint. And this is where it intersects with the, this thing here. And then there's two depths here, one is 6 and one is 12, so offset by 6, first of all. And the 6, I just have to fill it over here, right? Because that's where it hits the round part, right here. And then it's another 6, because it's 12 altogether. And then I fill it again. And then where this line intersects with this round section is right up here. So I have to draw that down here and that down here. And then I can just trim this. And now I can get rid of these lines. And then there's the hole in the middle, obviously, so I'll throw that in as well. So that's what that should look like down here. Okay, so again, this part here, finding the high part, then where it intersects with the round section. So here, and this little piece right here is just where this slices into that right there. Yep.
For the thing in the middle, why does it like go inside the, why does the line extend into the thing?
Which line?
Like
The pink line or?
no, the thing in the middle,
Because the circle is 12, I think.
the thing in the middle, right, that you just made, you see the lines that are.
Oh, this little line here?
Yeah, why does it go through?
Yeah, so again, this thing extends all the way until it intersects with it right there. So it goes a little further. I'll turn off the line wave. Okay, so it goes, this piece doesn't stop right there, right? If I look at it close, it continues further. So you have to pick it up right there. That's where it actually extends to. Okay, so there's a few other things, little things that are wrong with this. And what else is wrong with this drawing, this view? Okay, let's, how about this piece right here? Is this right where this goes in? This piece is going to extend all the way till it hits this round piece over there. It's not going to stop over here. So let's bring that piece. So this is actually where it goes to. So I'll just fill in that. that's really what's gonna happen over there, right? Okay, at the back I projected, I projected this line all the way across. Yep.
You also get that in line for the gap in the circle, big circle. Yeah.
Talking about this here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so there, that's right. There, this, I would see this edge right there. And so, in fact, pull it back, fill it this. And trim that. So this. And in fact, you're right, this line here doesn't exist at all, because you know, this line here is this line here, but then when it gets to that point, then you have to, you know, follow this line and then it goes up over here. And that's where you have the little jog. Exactly. What else do you see? There's still something else that's not perfectly right. Anybody see it? It's at the back down here. Okay, so this, I fill it this and this is correct. But it's over here that this piece comes into the round part. Okay, and then, okay, so that's it as far as I can see. Okay, so once you got that, so all I will do is, you're gonna copy this over. And now I want you to make this one here in the section, okay? So when you do that, you can just do this thing, you can go to the draw here, pick white bullet right down here, and then you can pick, you know, this point, just to help you visualize that edge. Okay, so now you want to figure out what you see. Okay, so you're going to just give a hint. Are you going to see this thing here? You won't see it on this side, but it will be on the other side. So we can just turn this thing right away into dash lines. Okay, so that's going to be dash lines just on the far side. Okay, so try to copy that over and make the cross section. I mean, finish the first one first.
Is this what we're submitting?
Say it again?
Is this what we're submitting?
No. Just hopefully you're able to visualize. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it. Yep. Yeah, you have to, you know, turn on that, yeah. Yep. And now there's the circle, right there, the blue circle, right click. And just turn it off. Yep.
Does the black arrow have anything to do with,
Say again?
the black arrow on this section, thing, does that have to do with where you're looking at it?
Exactly, so, you know, when you have an arrow like that, it means you're looking in that direction. So I'm looking in this direction, place to look. Okay, so try to do this, everybody, because this, you only get able to visualize this if you practice. I'm gonna continue finishing this one off. So, you know, when it cuts through here, just find the cut lines, so it's sort of dash lines we turn into full lines. So I'm gonna go match property, and, I'm gonna go match property, and I'm gonna turn this one solid, and all of these solid, in fact. And on the other hand, this one here becomes dash, because this is where it hits down here, right? On the other side, because now what's on this side is down the other side. Okay, now I can hatch this all the way, and this one becomes solid as well. So match property, this is solid, and then, hatch. Okay, so that's, you know, that's the first part, right? Anything we cut through there will get hatched, and then we have to go to the other side. Once again, this line becomes hatch, dash now, and then, we can hatch this part here. Okay, so should this part be hatched?
Is it on what you cut through?
Yeah, this part is this face here,
Yeah.
so we actually see the face.
Is it on what you cut through, or?
Yeah, only where we cut through, so the hatching is indicating where you cut through. So this part here, I leave clear because it's looking at that, but over here, I'm cutting right through it. Yep,
I don't know if the bottom part extends a little bit past the bottom.
yeah, this,
I don't know that.
this,
How does it go, like, how does it go a little bit above?
yeah, because, this red line here is right over here, so it's just on the circle, so it's a little bit higher. Okay, but the top part is over here. Okay, so, all right. So again, try to finish this one because, it'll help you do the rest. Okay, so.